Black Ops 6 has been out for about a month now, and after spending plenty of time playing, I wanted to share my thoughts on the game. My goal is to help those of you who are still on the fence about buying it decide whether it's worth your time and your money. In this video, I'll break down my experiences with multiplayer and zombies, giving you guys a comprehensive review of what works, what doesn't work, and where the game has room to grow. So grab a drink, settle in, and let's dive into it. So, starting off with the heart of Call of Duty for the past 2 decades, multiplayer. Black Ops 6 has really sparked a lot of conversation since the beta, and that's thanks to its mix of returning features and new features as well. One topic that always seems to dominate the discussion is SBMM or skill-based matchmaking. Unfortunately, this feature continues to be a major frustration, a major issue for many players. Me included as well, and the algorithm feels really punishing. So let's say I play one or two really good games where I have a really good kill differential, a really good KD. I'll inevitably end up in matches where I'm just struggling to stay even. And the concept of skill based matchmaking is actually good in theory, but the way that it's implemented, the way that Treyarch and Activision have implemented this algorithm, it feels flawed. It's overly restrictive. It's very shallow, and casual players and those returning after a break can find themselves in lobbies where they're constantly dying. And that really sucks a lot of the fun out of the experience. I know I had that experience because I was gone for 2 weeks and I came back and I just died so many times before I actually got like a decent game in. But on a brighter note, the movement system is absolutely fantastic. It's smooth, it's really responsive, and it's a massive upgrade over previous Treyarch entries. Gameplay does feel more like Modern Warfare 2019 than like a Treyarch movement, if you will, like the gameplay. But the addition of Omni Movement, which is another masterpiece, another gem by Treyarch, that's a total game changer. I think it's actually the most significant overhaul to movement in Call of Duty since Advanced Warfare introduced the advanced mobility, like the ability to move in the extra dimension. And I think it's a welcome change. And I'm really happy that dolphin diving's back in Treyarch after a 12-year hiatus. And it complements the pacing beautifully. Like you just dive and you get kills. You can get really fun clips. I didn't really enjoy Cold War's movement. It was really clunky. It was really awkward. So this feels like a breath of fresh air. I'm just happy that after 4 years, the movement system is significantly better. It's much improved. But as for gameplay, it's really been like a mixed bag. The gun selection is incredible. I mean, there's a well-balanced arsenal. I actually think there's a surprisingly high variety of weapons used in matches. Like I don't see people just spamming like the Jackal like they did in the beta or the M4 like they did in the beta. I see a healthy mix of assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns. I even see some camping. I see some snipers. I mean, that's in every Call of Duty. It really is a fresh sight, especially considering the last few Call of Duties dating back to Modern Warfare 2019. SMGs were really the meta. That's really the only gun class that people were using. I mean, it still is the case, but at least it's a little bit better. It's better now, and there's more variety. Um, but speaking of the community, it has a lot of sweaty players. They treat every match like the COD League finals. It's just frustrating to see so many people ignoring objectives. I mean, I play objective, at least I try to. I know it's been the case for a lot of Call of Duties, but man, this year especially, like I've seen so many people just not even play Kill Confirm, not even play Domination, not even play the flag on Hardpoint. They're just trying to get these 50, 60 kills. And again, that's also, you can also chalk that up to the content creators trying to drop these 60 kills with classes. But that's besides the point. And Nuketown, ever since Nuketown dropped with the season 1 update, that's been as chaotic as ever. And it feels a lot more congested than its predecessors. I know obviously it's like the same size as the other Nuketowns, but it doesn't feel as smooth. It doesn't feel as polished, if you will. And I think the issue with that is spawns, and that's really an issue in Black Ops 6 as a whole. The spawn points are absolutely atrocious. I know this was a massive issue in weekend 1 of the beta, and they kind of improved it in weekend 2, but it's really, really problematic just due to the fact that I can literally get a kill and I die and then I spawn. I get spawn trapped and I get killed within like 5 seconds, not even 5 seconds, like 2, 3 seconds. And I know Modern Warfare implemented this. I think it's like a respawn count, so you have to wait a couple of seconds before you respawn so you can actually, you're not dying right off spawn. And I think that's something that Treyarch should implement, especially, just test it out in like a game mode or two. Just say, hey, You have to wait like 3 seconds before you respawn. And if it works, then keep it and move it to all game modes. If it doesn't work, then try and figure out another way. Maps have really been hit or miss, in my opinion. I really love Skyline. I love Derelict. I'm actually a huge fan of Low Point. I actually think that Low Point is a really fun map, and I've had a great time playing it. Scud's grown on me. And the other maps are just because of the spawns and just the way the map flows. And I think that if Treyarch fixes the spawn system, it can go a long way in improving these weaker maps. And man, Red Card, by the way, Red Card's an atrocious map. I don't know what the heck Treyarch was thinking. I really don't like it. I think it's too big a map for 6v6. Maybe it's better for like 10v10 or like Mosh Pit, but it's definitely terrible for regular 6v6 gameplay. And another strong point that I wanted to touch upon before I move to zombies is the perk system. The perks are very, very impactful. I'm a huge fan of the blue perks. I use recon all the time. I can literally see enemies as soon as I spawn. Obviously, it's really overpowered, and there could be some things that Treyarch could do to fix that, but it really encourages players to strategize around the perk selection, and that adds depth to the gameplay. So it's not like people are just focused on the weapons. They can really just focus on the perks as well, and see that the perks are just as important as the weapon you're using, and it really aids the kind of style that you play. Now that's multiplayer. Now moving on to zombies. This year's version has drawn a lot of mixed reactions, but I gotta say, as like a classic zombies fan, I've really been enjoying Black Ops 6 Zombies. I do agree that it borrows heavily from Cold War's mechanics. It's like a lot like Cold War Zombies, but it feels really polished and really refined. I really adore and really enjoy the return of Gobblegums, and obviously we all know how that was in Black Ops 3, like a fan favorite feature from Black Ops 3. And it's just a welcome addition, and it adds like this nostalgic touch. I haven't had the chance to actually grind zombies all that much. I've only really been able to play Terminus. I haven't gotten to Liberty Falls yet. But from what I've played and from what I've seen, it's absolutely a blast. The weapons feel amazing. The map design, it really captures that gritty, eerie atmosphere that fans expect from zombies. And it really feels like Treyarch has finally struck a balance between innovation and the classic zombies vibe, which isn't really, it's no small feat, man. I mean, doing that is incredible. And you have to cater to the new fans and the old fans as well. Now, all in all, I've been having a great time with Black Ops 6. It's so fun and so engaging, and it brings a lot to the table, especially if you're a fan of Modern Warfare 2019. The multiplayer movement, the gunplay, it's absolutely terrific. And I don't disagree that there are flaws, but I do believe that the game will get better as it evolves over the life cycle. Now, finally, for those of you that are on the fence, my advice to you is if you're a fan of modern Call of Duty, so Modern Warfare 2019 and up, I say go ahead and buy it because it plays a lot like Modern Warfare 2019, which is heavily influenced the Call of Duties as of recent, and it really pulls a lot from there, but it also adds its own twist to it, and it's a really fun Call of Duty. Now, if you've been a fan of Call of Duty since the 2010s, so that's me included, and you really value that classic Call of Duty feel, try borrowing it from a friend first or try renting it first. Nostalgia can make it tough to embrace that new direction, but if you really go into it with an open mind, there's really a lot that you can enjoy here. Now, that's enough of what I think. I want to hear what you guys think. Are you planning on buying Black Ops 6? Or if you already have picked it up, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thanks again so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And be sure to comment down below saying I subbed and I liked. Your support means the absolute world to me. I'm only 30 subs away from 200. Thanks again so much, guys. This is Bollywood Bandit signing off. Peace out.